1982 graduate of John Handley High School, 1982. My family goes back to Winchester and the surrounding areas before the War of Northern Aggression. Okay? They were probably here for a couple hundred years. So it is my absolutely, positively awesome pleasure to be here with you guys. This, when I saw the 100-year celebration was going to be a music concert series, I was like, man, that's right up my alley. I can do that. And I reached out to Phil. And I said, Phil, I want to be a part of this. I don't care what you're doing. You want me to pick up trash? You want me to sell tickets? You want me to wash dishes? Don't tell the staff here now, I'll wash the dishes. But I said, I want to be a part. And whatever you can do, if you need me, I'll be there. I'll help you out. I'll promote it. I'll do anything I can. So we must have did okay because the place is sold out. Welcome. Or has anybody traveled a long distance tonight? Did anybody come in just for this? Or are you all just Winchester people? God bless y'all. Y'all Handley graduates? Well, we can't help you county folks, you know, sorry. You know, James Wood might think that he was somebody important here in town. How much money did he give to his school? Alright, I won't stop. I'm sorry. You gotta love James Wood, you gotta love Handley. We've got this city, this county, this area has a long, rich history, and it's very, if you've lived here any amount of time, you know. If you're new to the area, well, unfortunately the times have gotten a little crazy, but if you meet an old Winchester person, and I don't mean old in age, I mean old in love and spirit, you'll know, you'll feel it, you'll see it. It'll take a little time. You might have to wait for him to sober up. But, you know, you'll feel the love, you'll know what it is. This town, this school, especially this school, the pride in this school. I've heard other schools talk about it, and I'm sure they do have their own pride for their schools, but the Handley pride is through and through. I bleed maroon and white. All right. 1923. Warren G. Harding was the president until August, when he died in office. Calvin Coolidge, as vice president, took over. 1923. The house that Ruth built, Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, had its inaugural season. And they also had the American League MVP that year in Babe Ruth, who batted .393 that year. He did not just hit home runs. He hit the ball, and he hit the ball a lot. And 1923, the Yankees won their very first of 27 World Series. Now, I'm an Orioles fan, so that's all that information kind of really rubs me wrong. Orioles weren't around yet, but still. 1923, Howard Carter opens up King Tut's tomb for the first time. 1923, the first issue of Time magazine was published. 1923, Coca-Cola invents the six-pack. I bet you all thought it was a beer company. Now there is some controversy on that, so don't quote me on that 100%, because they're arguing everybody wants to be the person that invented that. But
you live here in Winchester now?
From what I read, looked up, it appears that Coca-Cola was the first company that actually made a six-pack. 1923, the USS Shenandoah makes its inaugural flight. It was the first of the Navy's rigid airships. The first to use helium and not hydrogen. The USS Shenandoah was named the USS Shenandoah because the Secretary of the Navy, his wife, her childhood was in the Shenandoah Valley, and she loved the Shenandoah Valley so much that this is how that happened. Unfortunately, 2 years later, the Shenandoah crashed in Ohio. But it was the first rigid airship that was in the Navy's armada, so to speak. Winchester, 1923. The Colonial Theater, which was housed in the Old Taylor Hotel, which was Kresge's? Am I correct? Am I Winchester people? Rory's. Thank you. I knew I was wrong in that. It was upstairs. It opened in 1923 on December 25th. This theater held 1,000 people. Of course, it went through disrepair and it's torn down, and that's where the farmers market and the open air market is at now for the farmers. And music, the amphitheater down there. 1923, Willa Cather wins the Pulitzer Prize for One of Ours. Her novel, One of Ours. And in 1923, on 40 acres of what was on the outskirts of Winchester, Virginia at the time, a high school opened up. A high school by the name of Handley. There you go. And the judges were formed. And the pride began. And it is my honor tonight to bring to you guys the first of a music concert series that will go on about once a month starting tonight until I believe June of next year. May of next year. It'll go to June. You'll make another concert. You know you guys will. We'll find something else. You'll wrap the show up if nothing else. All right, if you're all looking for any information about the Handley Concert Series or any of the 100-year celebrations that are going on at Handley and around the city, onehandley.com. One as in one, zero, O-N-E, Handley.com. So it's actually written out. Check out all the events that will be held here. They'll be on that website, and they'll also be on the brightboxwinchester.com. There's all kinds of cool shows that happen here. As a matter of fact, we are in a time period where Winchester is totally off the hook with lots of good music. Yeah. So we are finally, after all of these years, we are a destination. People are coming to Winchester to hear music. People are coming here for events. We are very, very fortunate right now. So take advantage of it. Support it if you can. Find the bands that you like. There is tons of good music out there. And with that, it is, again, my pleasure to bring you and introduce to you Eric Baligny, Eric Grabo, Augustus Willem, Matt Lofton, and Ian Zuckerman, the stories that we tell. Please welcome these guys.